Alabama.
We're in this.
I was gonna
We're
see.
live.
I was gonna see how long it took anybody else to say anything.
Welcome, YouTube. This is the third room. I'm Christian.
It's Tristan.
Cody.
And then Kent's behind the computer. What's up? I'm a little nervous. I know this one's going up, so
Yeah.
You did
But
so much better.
I know. But anyways, this is the third room. If you've seen the first video, they kind of explain how it kind of went. But we're in this. We do top fours. That's a weekly thing. That's the main thing. We talk a little bit of shit here and there. We like sports. Lots of sports, especially college football.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like
Yeah,
it?
college football season. We're getting into that. It's going to be a lot of content about college football. We kind of range through everything, but really when college football season comes around, that's kind of what we're focusing on a lot because we're all huge college football fans. Pretty much the podcast it varies based off the time of year. Different sports seasons we'll talk about different sports, or if there's a downtime, we just talk about dumb shit or funny stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, we have a voicemail that you can call. The number is
205-386-0889.
We'll leave that in the description.
It'll be on the screen as well.
Yes. Go check out our Twitter page, Third Pod, our Instagram _ the third room _
Mm-hmm.
Also, check out our sponsor, Southern Creek Clothing. You can use code 3RD at southerncreekclothing.com for 20% off your entire order. There's the logo. There's some merchandise.
Yep.
You get everything but the helmet.
Yeah.
You
Helmet's
can
ours.
get a helmet
Sorry.
somewhere else and put their, get one of our stickers. We'll make a couple more stickers.
The helmet's your choice. That's up to you.
So speaking of voicemail, we had somebody leave us a voicemail. Have you previewed this voicemail at all?
I haven't previewed it, but I just it's one of our good buddies, Jonathan. This guy's a character. Never met him, so it's
Love
just
this guy.
He's on episode like what, 5, 6, 7, something like that.
We also have other podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Anywhere you can find
anywhere
it.
you can listen. This is our first YouTube video of the podcast.
Yeah, the first 86 episodes are on every podcast platform.
Correct.
Yes. So,
All right, let's get into it. Let's hear this voicemail.
Hi, man. This is Bill. I love y'all's podcast. I just wanted to tell you, I love Razorback football and strange secretaries. All right, now, third room, okay.
I didn't know how long it was gonna be.
God. Okay, if you Jonathan Berry has always impersonated Bill Clinton with the I love Razorback football, and that kind of stuck. In our earlier episodes, I used to say it almost every episode during football season. I love Razorback football.
We just love that.
And I just texted him and said, call us and tell us you love Razorback football. I feel like it'd be a good addition, and we should have him on the podcast soon. He wants to come back, so
I would love.
We got a few people wanting to come back on the podcast.
pretty much everybody that's been on.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good time.
Best shitty podcast.
The best shitty podcast. So look forward to that. I think we'll ease on into our top fours.
Top fours. We're gonna do top 4 movie scenes.
Iconic
Movie scenes.
Iconic.
There we go.
this is to us. Like, this is...
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't like I think everybody should think this. This is me or ours and ours personal. Who started off last? Do y'all want to just keep going number 1 or
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
All right, starting off top, number 1. I think it may take one of yours. I don't know if you've thought about it. It's from your favorite actor of all time,
Denzel.
Denzel Washington, Training Day.
Yep.
when he's like, King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yeah.
That is one of the best movie scenes of all time to me.
I love that.
To me, the biggest part of that, not to take away from your pick, the biggest part of that movie is the big plot twist at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that's right after the plot twist
Yeah.
unveils.
Yeah.
And then he's like, King Kong ain't got shit on me. Da-da-da, you know.
The good.
My number one is from Inception, because that whole movie is like a big, trying to figure out what's going on. The spinning top at the end. That's been such a talked about debate. Like,
See, I haven't seen Inception.
really?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
See, I was going to say, like, we might ruin this for some people. It's like, oh, spoilers or whatever, but...
Look, all my movies have been out at least 10 years.
I was about to say
If you haven't seen
Yeah,
it,
none of my
it's your
movies
fault.
are new.
Yeah, mine aren't either.
Oh,
so.
one of mine is somewhat new, but my first.
I know one of yours is going to be some Avengers shit, so.
Oh, absolutely! It's right off the rip. My number one is the Iron Man snap. That one hits dear to my heart.
The Iron Man snap.
Love
From the
that.
end game. From
Yep.
end game. That one. It's my soul.
That's my number one. So my number one is from Remember the Titans.
Okay.
I knew
It's,
that was going to be one of yours.
It's Gary Bertier laying in the bed at the end of the movie when they win the championship, and he's just doing like this. It's one of the best scenes. It's like wholesome. It's like, yeah, he's paralyzed, but it's full circle. Like,
Yeah.
he was still there, and I love that part where they're losing, and he throws the shit across the room, and the nurse comes in there, and she's like, "What's wrong, Gary? Get out of here!" I love it, but yeah, that scene at the end when now that whole movie's good, and there's a lot of good scenes in that movie, but I love that
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
scene at the end.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Gary Bertier.
So I'm going with The Departed, the elevator scene.
It's a good one.
Him when Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon are going down the elevator, and Matt Damon's like, "Just kill me, just kill me, just kill me now!" And the elevator doors open, bam,
Yeah.
Leo's dead.
Damn.
Just gets shot in the fucking face.
If you haven't seen the movie, sorry.
Like I said, it's that movie's been out like 15 years.
Yeah.
Like if you hadn't seen it, it's your fault. It's a great watch though.
My number two is it's an end game too. It's the part where Captain America finally says Avengers Assemble.
Yeah.
That is like
That one I thought about, but
that's like 10 years of movies coming to one point.
He didn't think about saying that beforehand.
He always got cut. Every single movie, he always got cut before he said it. In the first Avengers, he says Avengers, boom, movie ends. That was like, here we are 10 years later.
he said it. That is a tough. I did think about that one, but the Iron Man snap. I don't care who you are. I cry to that every time, and I've watched that movie 6 or 7 times already.
Soft.
Shed it. Hey, fuck you, bro. My number two.
Fuck you, bro.
My number two. This is the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
God damn it!
This is the fucking Catalina wine mixer,
That
baby.
was my number two, bro.
Damn. Yeah. I didn't
Damn.
think anybody would have that.
I really
that
didn't
was
think
my number
comedy.
two.
I hate that I didn't think comedy on
Most
on
of
this.
mine or a couple of mine, but damn you! I was like,
Making it
no one's got
interesting
this.
now.
I was like, no one's got this.
Making it interesting.
That sucks. Okay, now my number two is obviously the Titanic when they're the kiss at the bow of the boat.
Never seen
Okay, the
Titanic.
bow of the boat.
I've never seen
And there's
Titanic.
also another scene that's
Hey,
very
hey, guess
very
what?
iconic.
Hey, guess what? The boat sinks at the end.
Fuck.
I thought about the other scene too, but I was like, actually, that scene's kind of fucking stupid.
The door.
Yeah, the door scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the standing at the bow of the boat that's definitely iconic. Who doesn't go and do the little Titanic thing? And they're like, why is all mine like this? All my scenes are like somebody doing this.
It made me think when she says, "I'm so cold, Jack." If he'd said, "Well, damn, I can't control the weather, Jack."
Yes. Damn, Jackie, I can't control the weather.
Yeah.
I love that 70s show.
Yeah. Anyway. Me next.
Yes.
Oh, the Rocky training scene when he's running up the
Yep.
steps and training and at the top and
Absolutely iconic.
throwing his hands up. Yep.
You think
Yep.
Rocky beat Jake Paul?
Jake Paul? You know why Jake Paul wouldn't challenge Rocky?
Why?
Because he's an actual boxer.
Right. Correct. Mucho correct.
Shots.
Shots.
Shots fired.
My number three is, well, this one's a newer movie, but still, it's been out a few years. It is the talk show scene from The Joker. You get what you fucking deserve.
I hadn't seen it.
You haven't seen
I know
it?
what you're
I
talking
haven't
about.
either,
that's-
but
I haven't seen it, but I know
the
the scene
scene
you're talking about.
Watch that.
That shit's
Good
crazy.
movie.
I went through like a 4-year period where I just didn't watch any new movies, not
Yeah.
because I was purposely trying not. I wasn't trying to purposely not watch movies. I just
Just
didn't happen.
care to do it.
Didn't happen.
Just didn't happen for me.
My number 3. I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking. Dude,
I'm not
I didn't-
fucking leaving.
I didn't even think of that.
That movie's got a bunch of good ones.
That does
Yeah,
too.
that
That was
one's
a
just the
good
one
one.
that sucks the most. 'Cause it's-
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I love that.
her
scene.
her about to throw the water on him. Don't you fucking dare!
Don't you fucking dare throw that fucking water.
The best. That's a good movie, man.
Such a good movie.
I love that movie. Next will be
Oh,
the
hold
end.
on, hold on, real quick. You know, apparently Jordan Belfort like snitched on like all those people and
I
to
would
take
too.
reduced jail time.
I
Like
would too.
he snitched on like every person he ever came in contact with
I would.
to avoid jail time.
Yeah. You gotta do
I
what
didn't.
you
They
gotta
didn't throw that part in the movie. They didn't throw that he snitched on
Not
everybody.
necessary.
He 6'9'd it.
Yeah, exactly.
do. Watch your back, dog.
Well, it's like, he's on TikTok and, you got like 14-year-olds going, "You're my idol." I'm like, no, bro, that's not.
Jordan Belfort's
Hey, man.
on TikTok.
Quaaludes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
He's got a podcast called The Wolf's Den, too. It's okay.
He should. Be in
Quaaludes
jail.
probably fuck with your brain after a while.
Yeah.
Probably do some foul shit. You probably wouldn't do it if you're not.
Yeah, he like shows a bunch of old pictures of like from the movie and then from real life. He'd be like, "Yeah, we did a lot of coke that night and shit like that."
Yeah, but like, he got 14-year-olds like, "You're my idol, bro." I'm like, he went to prison.
Yeah,
But he
He-
made a lot
But he
of
made
money.
a lot of money.
lots of
He
money,
made a lot.
gobs
Of money.
of it.
He went to prison.
He went to a tennis court.
So did Bernie Madoff. Bernie Madoff made a lot of money, too.
Hey, he
Jordan
reduced
Belfort
his
went
jail
to
time.
like a rehab facility. Okay.
He was in a cushy jail, yeah. Anyway,
He was all right.
go ahead. Sorry to cut you off there.
So my number 3, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the end of Breakfast Club.
Don't you?
Forget about me.
A guy in my
No.
in my senior class, his senior picture was that
that's
scene.
cool.
Yeah, it was that scene.
That's cool. It's a good scene.
Okay, so I got a few different ones I could throw in here, but
But
I'm gonna go with Inglourious Bastards, Brad Pitt's speech about like what they
Yeah.
do to Nazis and all that, and
when
how
they're in
he,
the whole.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tucker could actually do that scene like perfect word for word for a while there.
He probably still can.
Yeah, probably still can. But I think I'm gonna go with that as my number 4, just because the entire how long the monologue is, and you imagine just not fucking that up for that long. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm certain he did a few times. But
Right. But finally getting it down like it was.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best parts of the whole movie.
This is so ideal to have. Like,
My man's got a whole.
it's like
page
you're gonna
full of
if
stuff.
you ever need anything, it's going right back to that page right there. I like that.
Yep.
um,
I mean that's why I've been writing everything down with player A, player B's too, so I don't repeat shit. And,
I like that.
you could use one of our third room pens.
You
Just
can.
write that down.
We have pins.
Yeah.
They're not for sale. They're a limited item.
No, I mean anything I got is for
First
sale.
100 subscribers get one.
Wait,
We
we don't have 100 pins, so
And hey, anything I got's for sale for the right price.
you're right. You're right. You all right, fella. You all right.
My number 4 is the concert scene from Oh Brother Where Art Thou, where
Yes.
they do the Soggy
Yes.
Bottom Boys.
Yes.
in
Oh,
concert.
Love it.
Yeah.
There's a guy in one of the fantasy leagues I used to be in whose name every year was Soggy Bottom Boys.
Yeah. That's probably the best part of the movie to me. Most memorable part.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
My number 4. Yeah,
I'm
that's number
bona
4.
fide.
My number
I didn't
4,
know.
Samuel Jackson. I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this
Motherfucking
motherfucking plane.
I didn't even think
It's
about
another
that.
great one.
Yeah, it's great.
That's the best.
Or
Solid.
if you watch it on TV, he's tired of them monkey fighting snakes on that monkey fighting plane.
That
I ain't
is
never heard that
Monkey
version.
You haven't?
Nah.
Yeah,
That
I've
is
seen it.
awful.
where
That is an awful
it's
voice.
hilarious.
My number 4 is gonna be Scarface. Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
That I was it was so close to putting that. I was
Yeah.
so close to putting that. Everybody knows that like scene from growing up, growing up and all that. But when you actually watch the movie, you don't realize that motherfucker just got like shredded with bullets. He was so high on coke, he just didn't stop going though.
We knew he was gonna die.
Yeah.
So
Well, he didn't want to go to jail, so he just come out shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I didn't realize, like...
They would not have taken him to jail. They were going to kill him.
Well, see, growing up, you always think that scene, like, oh, he wins the fight. No, he just gets shot
Absolutely.
hundreds of times. Just
Absolutely.
I
hundreds
wonder
of
if
times.
that fan has anything to do with the lighting.
It's probably throwing a little, here and there.
Well, let's look at it for a second.
No, it doesn't look like it.
I don't see nothing.
The fan was on when we...
Looks fine. Yeah, it looks fine.
Fuck it.
All right. Is that everybody's top 4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got
I
some
got,
honorable
yeah,
mentions.
I got arm.
mentions.
Put that cookie down. Put the cookie down,
I don't. What the fuck is that?
Arnold.
Oh, okay.
I got 2 of them from the same movie franchise. One's they're both American Pie, the Dick and the Apple Pie, and then the other one is Just One Time at Band Camp. That's more of a line than a scene necessarily, but
Yeah.
One of
That's
my
kind of how
honorable
that one I
mentions-
just said it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my honorable mentions is it's a scene out of the end of First Blood, the very first one, where he gets the M60 and just tears the town up. I don't know, that was the biggest scene to me in the movie, the Rambo.
it's not necessarily like a scene. I don't know, a scene with like 1 or 2 people, but in Saving Private Ryan, when he's sitting there trying to snipe his ass off, and the tank just turns at him, you're
that's
like,
a good
fuck.
scene.
You're like, fuck, no, not him. And then when Tom Hanks, dies at the end, that's also like...
The biggest scene in that movie to me, which it was actually going to be on my list, but I hate it so much, is when Upham lets the German walk past him after he just killed his buddy.
yeah.
God,
Yeah, you wanted to go through the screen and fight him right then.
absolutely.
Upham's a bitch. Soft. He brings his pillows on vacation.
He goes to watch the Glitter Boys.
The Glitter Boys.
Okay, all right. So, what do we got up next? Somebody said Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues. Steve is back.
Is he like
Steve's back.
officially?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
He's
okay.
back, but he left, and that dude like literally fell off the face of the earth.
Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
The
I
OG.
haven't seen it yet.
Sad.
Sad.
Shall watch it.
He's
How long
like-
is
You
it?
should watch it.
It's
like
5 minutes.
5 minutes
I'll wait
maybe.
till after.
He's basically saying like...
I heard he was like, I went to college.
Thank you guys for helping me. We all grew up together. We all did stuff. I'm proud of you guys for growing up and doing, being adults. And yeah.
It was
Just right
awesome. Peace to my child. And then another video was posted.
All I
it was
could-
all 3
Yeah, I saw
of
that.
All I
the
could think
characters.
about though was like, what about the kid? Like, what about the people that were our age and they're like in prison now and they're watching it? Is he proud of them too? Or
I loved Blue's Clues.
Dude.
Like,
I did too.
that was
me and my
shit.
brother were fanatics.
My handy dandy notebook.
I had a
dude.
Blue's Clues chair.
Me and my
That I
brother
watched- that I
both had a
watched.
I
chair.
remember being like, I was probably 4 or 3 maybe. I was taking a picture at like whatever, and I was crying my eyes out, and they gave me a Blue's Clues little puppy thing.
Stopped immediately.
Immediately ceased the tears. I mean, I will never forget. I was so pissed. I don't know why. And they gave me that little Blue's Clues, and I was like, it's fucking Blue's Clues, bro.
Were y'all like big on Barney when you were little?
Yeah.
So I never really got the chance to be.
Teletubbies and Barney, man.
I think there's only about a year I could be like I watched Barney because we
I
went
see Kent talking shit in his head.
No.
we went to a
Teletubbies Poe.
we went on a family vacation on with my grandparents' motorhome. It was me and my cousin and everybody else. And they had VHS tapes they'd pop in for driving down the road for the kids. Well, my cousin was a huge Barney kid. And every time, and we only had one Barney VHS, and every time it cut off, he went to screaming crying. So from Hartford, Alabama to New Mexico and back, that Barney tape stayed on repeat the entire
That's worse than
Time.
crying.
That's tough.
Yeah, so as soon as we got home, my dad took every Barney tape I had and threw it in the fucking trash.
Oh god.
I remember, like, I don't know, I was a little bit older, but like it was they did like basically a 30 for 30 thing on Nickelodeon one time about why Steve left. There was like a whole documentary. And they said like he just come in one day and he goes, "All right, guys, thanks for everything. I'm done."
Jesus.
Yeah, he just walked. That no explanation, anything. But they said he wasn't like tired of the show. He was just quitting. He just
He went to college.
He's ready
to
for
do
something else.
Does being the Blues Clues guy and going to college get you bitches?
Absolute.
You think?
Absolutely. That motherfucker knows blue. What the hell?
I mean,
He knows Blue. He hung out with the motherfucker.
But
every day.
I don't think that's the route you're going for. Like, oh yeah, I was the Blue's Clues guy.
So
but yeah, okay. So if you're the Blues Clues guy, do you use that as a pickup line in college?
No.
You don't
I think
so?
if they know, they know.
Definitely going to be recognized, though.
Yeah, that's like
Or are
you're probably
you?
more
They'll
popular.
be like, aren't you like,
Yes.
who are you? Because
you're
familiar.
Steve, ain't you?
Well, but as soon as one person finds out,
The whole
But he
fucking
was
campus knows.
he was like the most regular looking person.
Yeah.
out there,
okay, so where'd he go?
I
don't
don't know. He didn't say college. He said I just went to college.
What's he do now? Anybody know that?
No, I don't
He
know.
probably just lives on $1 billion from Blue's Clues.
I'm sure he made a good amount
Oh.
of money.
my man was
I'm
making
sure.
like $7.50 an hour. I'm doing Blues Clues.
Get out of here. Great
Back
show.
in the '90s, that wasn't too bad money.
Have y'all watched the Bob Ross documentary?
Not yet.
I
I've
wanna
heard
watch
it's
it.
been a while.
Apparently,
yeah.
he cheated on his wife a lot. I saw somebody on Twitter talking about
No,
it.
I saw where it was basically the people that wanted to film him or whatever kind of extorted a bunch of money from him and stuff.
Yeah, they said don't
kinda
buy
used him.
anything from Bob Ross because it's not going to his
It's
people.
his son
I mean, obviously
has a
he's
company
dead, but
that it's I can't remember his son's company name, but you can look it up. And he sells stuff like his family, so that
Yeah, I
they
heard-
get the money from.
I heard like anything with Bob Ross's name isn't going to anybody from Bob Ross.
Really?
Yeah.
Those people basically used him because he was such a nice dude,
Right.
and they just.
Oh, he didn't make a dime from PBS.
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's kind of the deal when you sign up for that. But you did the guy just wanted to paint.
Yeah, he
just
really
wanted
did
to
it.
paint
He
Just
just wants to paint some happy little lines.
Happy little trees, little birds.
I love, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I've sat at that computer right over there and watched like 2 hours worth of Bob Ross one.
No shit.
I
never.
watch it on Hulu sometimes.
It's better than damn ASMR videos,
You
bro.
gotta sleep with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have before in my bed. Just pull up
an
YouTube.
iconic voice.
It is.
Yeah.
I was trying to like my Haley. She kind of got into painting, so I bought her a bunch of stuff, and then I was like, I'm fucking trying to Bob Ross this shit.
You
Yeah,
was
work
Bob
out.
Ross for Halloween.
Not it. Yeah, I was
He was
Bob Ross guy. Big Bob Ross guy.
Barbara Ross guy.
Big Bob Ross guy. Moving on, what we got?
You got teaching.
I can't read that shit
All right.
at all.
You can't
So-
read that?
I can't read it at
I
all.
don't know how it looks.
I can
over
see movie scenes and then I can't.
Blonde
Blue's
bitch.
Clues.
Why don't you make the font bigger?
What's that?
there.
Teaching.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm just
I-
sorry.
It's
does-
normally fine
no.
every single week.
Remember
I can
last
see
week
it.
we did
I
we
can see
increased
it,
the
yeah.
percentage down there at the bottom.
Right.
That's how I can see it. I can see that for damn sure. Okay, all right.
You see it?
I can read that.
Okay. All right. So, would you rather? It looks like we have a lot less stuff when it's bigger like that. Okay, if you had to be a teacher, would you rather teach elementary school or high school?
High school,
High school.
automatic.
You think?
I hate kids.
Do you think is it because you would be?
I just don't have patience for a small. I could tell a kid to shut the fuck up. I can't tell a 4-year-old to shut the fuck up.
So, like, what about?
I can take a 17-year-old in the outside in the hallway. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'll beat your ass. Like,
Like
What if the 17-year-old's like built like Nick Carroll?
I'm gonna tell him I'll beat his ass because I'm an adult, and they respect teachers. You can't hit a teacher, but
Some-
a teacher can hit a kid.
Some people
I
don't.
think it's kind of the other way around. Like
You can't hit a teacher, bro. That's like when
you're
you're,
going
a
to
high
get
school
trouble,
kid.
sure, but you're going to go
Nah.
to jail if you hit a kid.
You got to be a wild. Yeah, for sure. I don't mean like really hit him, but you can threaten it. I feel like if you're a like one of those demon kids that like will fight anybody, anything, that's a little bit more different. But
Exactly.
you got to know your student
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's like if you're gonna have a couple of those a year,
for sure.
that's just gonna fight anybody. So would you rather deal with him
Yeah.
than 4-year-olds that are like mildly well behaved, but they will tell you the truth about anything that you're self conscious about?
Yes.
At all times.
Hey, why is your belly so big?
Yeah.
Like, I would want to be that teacher where I wouldn't have to get to that point because that'd be that cool. It's like another best friend almost. But like, I don't.
It's like I can't
I,
see
I,
your.
I can't. I
The
can't
thing
be.
is-
I can't be dope. I can't be fucking cool with a damn.
I can't
4-year-old.
see your belt because your belly's hanging over it.
The thing
That's something a 6, 7-year-old would say.
the thing is
Thanks, bud. Come to my funeral next week.
I'm going to kill myself.
the thing is the teachers that become like buddies with their students.
That's when the students start acting up.
Exactly. And they can't control the classroom. You're getting in trouble from your boss all the time, from the principal all the time. Your boss, the principal,
Boss.
whatever. You're getting in trouble from them all the time because you can't control the classroom. Your classroom's always loud. Now you got to worry about getting fired and getting onto the kid that will straight up swing on you.
on your ass.
So my sister, she's a teacher. She teaches high school, and you know she keeps a pretty lax day at school, from
Right.
what I understand. And then, but when she slaps that mom voice on, watch the fuck
That's
out.
what I was going to get at. Like the difference you were saying is like I can tell a 17-year-old shut up. Like a 4-year-old, a whole class of them gets nutty. All of them get nutty, and you can't stop it. Right. So
Toys are getting thrown.
Yeah.
Watch out.
So,
Legos
a
everywhere.
bunch of 15,
I'm not trying to clean up that shit every day, too. That's annoying.
A bunch of 15, 16-year-olds, all right, guys, quiet down, and they're still loud. After a minute, you get like, okay, I've had enough. Most people go, okay, let's get serious for a minute.
Okay, guys, let's read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
but then you got-
Sit in your
4-year-olds,
desk,
they're going nutty.
shut your mouth,
They don't
and
care.
peel the banana. That was an English teacher special.
Peel the banana.
Remember that?
I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
Peel the
I won't say
banana.
her name, but you obviously know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure. but
She
I
was
don't
like, I don't remember
be
where.
Like, be like this.
Yes. Peel the banana. She was like pretty much flicking us off.
I got that.
I'm
but
pretty
I don't
sure
remember
Noah or
it.
Justin were pissing her off, and she was like, "Peel the banana," and I was like, Noah goes, "So you're flicking me off?" She turned around. Noah, that's what he did. You don't remember that, bro? That shit was funny.
I don't remember.
I'll never forget it because it was. I was like,
There's a lot of stuff I do remember.
But like what I was getting at though is like you remember those teachers like you think about it now and you're like I feel so bad for them. The fact they had
Yeah.
to teach us.
I wanted to say something. I don't think I can.
No,
I don't
just
think
don't.
you
Just don't.
Let's create less editing. So yeah, that was the question. She'd rather go high school.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking high school.
100 times out of 100.
Yeah, the germs for me is what do it for me in the elementary
I'm
school.
not worried about a germ.
It's the kid that's like I shit myself. See, you know, like I couldn't do.
You can also have a real discussion with high schoolers too.
Yeah.
I shit my pants in second grade, and I was trying to get to the bathroom. I told the teacher I was kind of scared of her. This is first grade, not second. First grade. And I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. And she was like, well, go. And like she was kind of pissy about it. We were at recess. So I'm like working my way to the bathroom. And I get down the hall. You know, the bathroom's at the far end of the hallway. Why is it?
not gonna make it.
Well, no, I didn't realize I wasn't going to make it till I got in the bathroom. 2 steps
That's
in.
worse than just doing it right
Bro,
there.
listen right here. 2 steps in. You know, the urinals are to the right.
It's like you're so close.
You shit in the
It's
urinal?
You thought about the urinal?
But listen, I've never been this disgusted in my life, and I hate bathrooms. I've always hated the germy feel of a bathroom. So listen. Yo, I dipped from school after this, too. I was fucking out. So I'm glad it was recess was, like, just starting. I wonder what my friends thought. I didn't go back and get my book bag. I don't know where this shit was. But anyway, I walk in the bathroom. And you know, the urinals are to the left, right
Yes.
when you walk in, and the stalls are down.
Yes.
I got right around that corner, stopped, sat straight down on the ground, and just shit my pants.
Big poop podcast, by the way. Big poop
Why
podcast.
would you sit down to do it?
It's gonna be all mushy.
It had to make it worse.
Mushy. Was it a solid or a liquid?
I don't remember.
Like out of all the options, you chose the worst one.
I was
I'm
wearing
finna shit
pants.
my pants. Let
I
me
was.
just sit
I mean, I was-
right down into.
I distinctly remember wearing like sweatpants. So here's what happens next. It gets worse. So like
I
I'm
get worse than sitting in your shit.
the story gets worse. So like,
Okay.
what am I 7 in second grade, first grade?
Yeah, something
So,
like
uh,
Six-ish. So I go to the the office is right by the bathroom in the elementary school. So I'll walk up there. We all went to high school together. If you didn't know this, and elementary. I walk in and Miss Hicks is sitting there because she was the front
drop.
lady. So I went. I had an accident. She's like, I said, I need to call my mom and go home. She goes, why? And I was like, you're gonna make me say it.
I poo on myself.
I said, as silently as possible, I said, I used the bathroom on myself. And then she immediately felt sorry for me and was like, okay, it's okay. I was trying my best not to cry, but obviously I was crying. I remember this shit like it was yesterday, dude.
Well, something like that does stick with you.
I mean, I had shit just caked in my
Did you get up and
ass.
try to wipe, or did you just go straight to the office?
Straight to the office.
Oh,
you
you
tried
let
to-
that shit dry too. It was crusty
You
as
sat in your
hell.
mom's car too with it, didn't you?
I don't remember that part.
Your mom
I
made you
tried.
face
She
down
made-
in the
yeah,
back
she-
seat.
All I remember was getting home and being like, I don't remember getting home at all. I remember
You blacked out.
it goes blank after
Trauma.
I told Miss Hicks I pooped my pants. I didn't say poop my pants. I said I used the bathroom on myself.
my man has trauma. The kind of trauma
That was
you
a
just
that
start
was a big
forgetting.
one. That was, so yeah, I shit my pants in second grade. It was a good time. I shit my pants still sometimes. Depends.
You know, do you still sit down and do you still cry?
That was a one-time thing.
Oh, okay.
He's never sat down, but he's definitely shit himself. He never sat down in his shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell the story about Chuck. This is the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. And this was one of the funnier times I've ever witnessed something, and I don't give a shit if he's mad about it because I'm pretty sure he would tell it. We were like 13 or 14, and we were at his house. He
Prime
lived,
age.
yeah, 13 or 14. Like, we're just fucking around like some 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds. And we were about to go to Dothan with his mom. And he was I don't remember why he was sitting in his floor in his boxers. That's all he was wearing. And his mom, we started laughing about something. And his mom goes, "Caleb, get out of the floor." And he started laughing so hard. He pissed in the floor. He pissed his pants sitting down on the floor and it started rolling behind him. And she, if you know his mom, she's like, she's not going to be mad about this. She's like funny as hell. So she walks in there. She goes, "Caleb, what are you doing?" And like, that reaction, I will never forget it. She goes, "That's nasty." And she like made him clean it up and everything. I just will never forget him letting a whole load of piss right there on the floor. In his pants, he just sat there and he couldn't stop laughing. And it was like, you remember that night when he was on the ground and it was just like that.
Yeah.
It was just like that.
I got a quick story to tell between our segments here. My mom informed me that she has started listening to our podcast.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I told her, I was like, "Hey, stop.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Just
But
don't."
use code 3RD at southerncreekland.com for 20% off.
Because we say some vile things from time to time. Which is something that is not stuff I wouldn't say in front of her, but,
I feel like, just for a second, automatically, the moment the camera turned on, some of that has toned down a little.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it was pretty bold to say the shit story, but
Yeah.
had to
But
say
that
it.
was like from
But
B6.
That's hilarious.
Oh, we're going to get warmed up to this thing?
Yeah, it's gonna.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna come right back.
Yeah.
So she was like, "So, do you guys like just get stoned and then start recording the podcast?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Have you heard yourselves?" I was like, "Yeah, I hear ourselves at least twice every week because, one, I have to be there in person, and then two, I have to do
The editing.
the edit on the actual audio. So yes, I have heard it." And she's like, "No, I don't think you know, but she's like, you guys talk super slow. You sound like you're high." And I'm like, "I don't know what you're on about." And I just like disregarded that and I like pulled it up again on Spotify just to triple check myself. I'm like, "No, we still sound normal." So then later she said something about it again. I was like, "Show me what you're talking about." So she pulls it up on.
She had it on half speed.
She had it on half speed. She pulled it up on Apple Podcasts and I'm listening to it. She's like, "Do you hear this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, something's not right."
This is what she's listening to.
Yes.
Can't live without.
Sound like we're all having a stroke.
Anybody want to go first?
Oh, my gosh.
Having a stroke.
Anybody want to go first?
You motherfucker!
So I was like, first of all, that just sounds like there's like issues. That doesn't, I don't know, that don't sound.
We're having strokes all at the same
Yeah,
time.
she was like, "Well, I guess this is what it sounds like when you upload it to Apple Podcasts." I was like,
No.
no, give me your phone." And it was on half speed. And so, yeah, that's what it sounded like. I said, "Did you sit through like 4 hours of audio listening to that?" And she was like, "No, I ain't listening." I said, fix that shit.
I accidentally bumped it where it was in double speed and was like, "Whoa, these guys are going off!" And then like, no,
It
never
sounded
mind.
like some Eminem.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
That was
That's
the
good.
poop story was
Big
great.
Poop
Top notch.
Big Poop podcast. There it
Okay.
is.
You get 3 people to bring in the world to bring to space with you. Who are they?
My wife.
Oh, you're going and coming back. We're just.
Oh, we're
like,
just gonna
like
take a
with
trip.
Like how all the billionaires
I
they
wanna-
did that
I
little
wanna hear
space
it
flight.
change
I
now.
get to take 3 people with me.
Yeah, you could pick any 3 people in the entire world to bring with you. You're just gonna do like the billionaires like Bezos and all them.
I
did,
got
like,
you
the-
right here. We're doing a podcast on the moon. Just us 3. You 3.
That's a
that's
solid
a
answer.
solid idea.
Fuck
That's a
yeah.
solid answer.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I'm a homer. I'll say it.
Um,
Homer is what I said. I'm a homer.
there's no shame in the other side either.
Didn't have to say that.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's tough.
I hadn't really thought about it a whole lot.
You brought
Probably
the question in.
probably taking. No, I thought about like right before like I got over here. Probably taking Matthew McConaughey. What's his name? He was in
Yeah.
Zombieland. He was in Highwayman.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. Joe Rogan. That'd be the third.
That's a
one.
wild
Fuck yeah.
combo.
Exactly.
That's probably a good one though.
Exactly. If I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to sit and listen.
Kind of aggressive.
I'm taking
No.
Snoop Dogg, Nick Saban, and fuck, I don't know the third guy.
Jake Coker.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's bring Jake Coker.
Jake Paul.
Yeah, all right, yeah, we'll bring Jake Paul. Fuck it.
Um,
Watch him and Nick Saban throw down.
You love to see that.
Love to see it.
He would pick a fight with somebody that was significantly shorter than him.
Yeah.
that's a tough one for me. Like, dang, dude. Man, it's gonna take me like 3 minutes. It's gonna be tough.
Just
for me.
imagine Snoop Dogg
Oh,
in
we got all
space.
day, bro.
Have you watched Snoop Dogg commentate like animals and stuff on like
Yeah.
the BBC? That shit is so funny.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
The equestrian one was funny
Yes.
from the Olympics.
That one was so funny.
He said,
Him
"Oh,
and
that
Kev-
was crip walking, cuz."
Yeah,
Ooh.
him and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Liable to switch out Woody Harrelson with Marshawn Lynch.
Oh my gosh.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch, that's a character.
Liable to switch.
I'm
swap
taking
those two.
Elon Musk.
Elon
Okay,
Musk.
that's one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's gonna like burn my brain.
Yeah.
Because he'll just be talking about everything about it, and I won't have a clue what's going on.
That's fine.
Cares all about it.
Okay, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Dang, dude. This one hurts me because it's going to take me too long to think about. You got to prepare me for these kind of things.
You don't have three people you would just like love
I
to
got to
hang out
think
with.
about it.
Tiger Woods definitely wouldn't be in charge of driving.
Jesus.
I'm taking Gronk.
Gronk,
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm taking Gronk.
Guy's an
also.
animal.
You know what? Steve Harvey third.
That is a combo.
That is.
Elon Musk, Gronk, and Steve
That's
Harvey.
a trio of some legends right there.
What if Steve Harvey's mustache is fake? What if he's just been wearing a fake mustache every day?
You can't fake that. That's
But it's like
solid.
it's too perfect though. You know,
It's luscious.
He makes billions of dollars.
there's never been a hair.
He
out
can
of
get that
place.
shit shaped up pretty nice.
There's never been a hair out of place.
Yeah. He has a whole team to take care of that.
Could be a
He's
fake
perfect.
mustache.
He literally sits behind, like, right before he walks out there, and they...
Two conspiracies.
Touch
That
him
man's
up.
got some of the cleanest teeth I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Helen Keller.
I think they're fake though.
Well, obviously.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Helen Keller's not real.
What do they
Steve
call
Harvey's
those?
mustache isn't either.
Veneers.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm swapping either Steve Harvey or Elon Musk. I'm keeping Elon.
Gotta keep Elon.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey's good though.
I'm
I
possibly
like that.
swapping Steve Harvey with Rob Dyrdek.
Ooh.
Yo, Rob's got a mind.
And you're just gonna have ridiculousness constantly playing on the plane.
Plane.
Yeah, well, they did like one of those. It was kind of like a space shuttle plane
So
type
it,
deal.
I
it
understand
was
what
like
you're
a
saying.
black.
I know what you're talking
Essentially, they go into low orbit really fast.
Yeah.
So, you know those blackbirds, they actually leak fuel the entire time they're on the ground because the panels are so spaced apart for when it's such high heat and the pressure and all that. The panels actually stretch back and create a seal.
Did not know
Just so
that.
when it's on the ground, it's just piss and fuel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
So that's what space was about. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Football.
cool.
College football.
Here's it.
Roll into it. Do you want to start off with the best wins, all that,
Yeah.
or
I think,
okay?
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
All right, my best win. I'm gonna put up. I've got a few other options. I'll say them after we all get done. First one's gonna be Georgia.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart actually proved himself in beating a team, beating a good team.
Yeah.
Now his biggest problem is doing it when it counts.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he can do that. But I think he kind of got over. He's starting to get over that hump of not being able to beat or win the game, win the big one.
I had them on my list, too. I have a couple per.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay if ours are the same because
Yeah.
it's...
Yeah, this is just a consensus. Like we're talking about it.
Obviously, Georgia was my number one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, Georgia had the best win.
So I have Bama and Georgia because only in the sense of I'm not saying Miami was a good opponent. I'm just saying Bama proved themselves
Right,
once again.
right.
And it looked fluid the whole time.
The only reason I didn't put Bama is because when you go into a game as a 19.5 point favorite and it's a top 15 matchup.
Yeah. The only thing I think that Bama, the reason they came out like better because of it is because all they did was show that yes, we're still the best
Yeah.
team in the country.
Yeah, or Miami's still not bad. One of the
Right.
other. It could be both.
Right.
Probably both.
Either way, good was exposed for Alabama, bad was exposed for Miami.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
That's why I have Alabama there. But UGA, I got Georgia sitting there because they finally beat
a team.
a team. They may both be shit.
Or they may both be really good.
They may both be like 2 and 3, like they are. Well, 2 and 5, whatever. But I don't. Clemson was not impressive.
No, but neither was
What
neither
was
was
it, seven-
Georgia. Both their
seven
defenses
sacks?
were good.
Yeah, that was a defensive game.
Both their defenses were really good.
Seven
And
I don't know
sacks.
if
the
I
quick,
don't know if Georgia's defense is good, but Clemson's O line is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Allowed 7 sacks.
DJ Uiagalelei was running for his life.
Right, and you can say their defense is good, but how good are they? Because that offense was terrible.
Week ones are hard to take.
Yeah, we'll see in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We'll see better.
Yeah.
Those teams may not lose again. Clemson probably won't lose again.
My other two best wins were Texas beat a very good. Was it Louisiana Monroe or Lafayette?
Lafayette, I think.
Lafayette. They beat a very good Louisiana Lafayette team. They're not just a good G5 team; they are a good team.
Yeah.
They had I think they had 20 starters come back from last year, so we know it's still a good team. Steve Sarkisian's kind of proving himself. I think that was a game that in the past they would have lost.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2, simply for the spotlight they got, was UCLA.
That was my third. It was UCLA beating LSU.
Did you see the shirts that got made?
Sissy Blue.
Yeah, Sissy Blue.
Yeah.
My number 1, it was Virginia Tech over North Carolina.
Yeah,
That's the what?
That was my best win.
Best win.
Best
Okay.
win.
Yeah.
That's,
That's a good one.
I mean, yeah, they weren't on the road, but that's
Yeah.
that's a good win for an unranked team against a top 10.
right,
So,
right.
I'm gonna go Virginia
And
Tech.
Virginia Tech, it may end up being very good, or North Carolina. Just they lost so much. This Sam Howell's not going to be the only. Like you can't just ride Sam Howell.
Yeah.
You can't. We can't tell yet.
You can't just ride somehow.
I guess if you're a co-ed going to North Carolina, you can. But anyway, best loss, Florida State. Florida State had the best loss.
Yeah, I agree.
Also,
That was my number one.
Absolutely.
also Clemson, you kept it close. The only reason you lost was a pick six.
Tulane.
I didn't put Clemson
good
up as a best loss because like I said, it was so piss poor offensively that it just didn't impress me at
best
all.
loss for-
Not that I'm a top tier analyst or anything, but I was not impressed with Clemson
Best loss
or
for me,
Georgia.
Tulane.
Best loss
Tulane.
for sure.
Yeah,
Kept 5-point difference.
The best loss.
That's
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
But then you got FSU playing a top 10 opponent.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is usually fraudulent, and
If Mackenzie Milton starts that game, they win that game.
yeah, but you see, Florida State looked better than they have in a long
Years.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
they look competent.
they're probably
They
going to
look-
be decent.
I think
this
they'll
year.
be a 2-loss team this year.
I think they could be a top 15 team.
Let me
Yeah.
say this too, for like you were saying that week ones aren't huge to go by. Ole Miss might be something.
They're going to be top. I think they're going to be top 3 scorer in the
Ole
SEC.
Miss might be something.
Yeah, they're going to be. Yeah, they're definitely going to be scoring.
They're going to be.
I don't know
it's
how I
gonna be a
feel
good
because
year.
their defense isn't great. Louisville did
Yeah.
not look like Louisville looked like they forgot they had a game and didn't remember till
First
Sunday
half.
night.
Second half, they did come back a little bit closer.
You
know.
you ever have a project due Monday and you forget to tell your mom till Sunday, and so you kind of throw it together, and it's
I
like
always
I
do
have
that.
a project here to turn in. It's not good, but it's a project. I'm not going to get a 0. That's what Louisville looked like.
That's how I used to do things.
Yeah, same.
So for sure, FSU is my best loss.
Yes, yeah.
So
I got Tulane.
My worst win
Yeah.
was going to be Ohio State and Mississippi State. Mississippi State winning by 1 to I can't remember. It was Louisiana Tech.
yeah, I have Mississippi State as well, and also Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
Oklahoma's my worst win. That's piss poor.
I did. Why didn't I put Oklahoma? I thought about them. I just didn't put them. Sick.
So I think Oklahoma belongs in that
Yeah.
worst win spot. It's fucking Tulane, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah. Is Spencer Rattler going to be good
I don't know.
ever?
I think he's
He
overhyped.
he played strong at the end of last year, but that was when their schedule
But
kind
they
of fell
heated
off.
up with 4 games. That he looked really good. And I think that's why they came in the season so hyped up.
But I just don't. I don't know. He threw 2 picks. What was it?
Two.
First pass of the
was
game
it
was a
250,
pick, wasn't it?
250
Something
yards or
like-
300
First pass of the game or first drive?
Yeah, first drive. First
pass.
drive.
Second
First,
play. Second play of the game. First pass.
Yeah, there it is.
He was it 250 or 350 300 yards, and then he had 1 touchdown with 2 interceptions, and he should have had 4. There was two.
That
One
came
interception got called back, and then another one got dropped. He should have thrown 4 picks that game.
It's embarrassing.
Worst win for me is Iowa State versus Northern Iowa, 16-10.
Yeah, I was gonna put that down.
That's pretty tough. I don't like Iowa State. I don't get the hype around them.
I think they can be good, but it's one of those things.
They're
just
building
gonna have to wait
something,
and see.
but
Worst loss though,
that's not a good start.
and it's not Miami.
It's
It's
we all know.
Washington.
Oh, I didn't think you were.
They
Gonna
lost to Montana.
So we've got 4 worst losses. Vanderbilt's my number 1. Eastern Tennessee State University beat them by 20.
Yeah.
They lost 23-3. They didn't even score a touchdown. I picked them in my SEC knockout to win in week 1. They didn't. I don't see a way they're going to win a single game this year. I would bet the house on if there's a bet you can make out there on Vandy not to win a single game this year. I would bet the house on it. North Carolina getting just ran through by Virginia Tech. Ran through.
I have North Carolina as my worst loss,
and
also I have a bigger worst loss.
Indiana getting your shit just ran, and Washington. I was right about Indiana. We're all right about a lot of things. We're all wrong about a couple of things. And the 2 biggest things I was right about was Indiana not being good, and what's their quarterback? Michael Penix Jr. Doesn't have an arm. Has 0 arm. And I was right about UCLA. I think they're good.
My worst loss is LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck LSU.
Yeah.
They're predicted to win.
They were predicted to beat Bama.
Supposed to be the team that beats Bama this year. LOL. That's funny.
Laugh in your face.
Good shit, analyst.
I just don't get where it came from.
I don't either. And I think everybody except for those dumbasses that wrote those articles.
The guys at like ESPN and ABC or whatever, they all.
Well, sometimes they'll pick a team and just be like, let's hype these bitches up.
Yeah.
And then it may work, it may not.
And they go by fan base too. LSU's got one of the bigger fan bases. Their fans are going to be are going to be like bigger and more diehard, and they're going to watch and they're going to view as long as you're sucking their team's dick.
Right.
Ed Orgeron is the worst coach in the SEC.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I agree.
So what is he now if he's not a coach?
He's just a fat case.
A big old pussy.
Sucking
on tigers.
Oh yeah, you talking about what I said the other day? Yeah, if you
Just a fat football coach.
you're a fun guy when you're winning.
Fat guy.
You're a fun guy when you're winning. You're just a fat guy when you're losing. So
You love that.
yeah, never mind. He could focus on football more than women. It probably helped too.
Do y'all want to go ahead and run down the top 25
Yeah.
for this week?
I was already looking at it.
Oh, and real quick, every SEC team won in week 1 except for LSU and Vanderbilt.
Every ACC team lost.
Wow.
Yeah, I was looking at the same thing. I was.
Well,
like,
Virginia
looking at
Tech
the
won.
list.
Well,
There was an ACC
Yeah,
match.
every ACC opponent lost this week.
Okay, before we go any
that's
further,
tough.
I know this sucks. I got to poop. Bad.
That sucks really bad.
That sucks really bad.
You know what
No,
you
no.
should do? Sit on the floor and shit your pants.
I got to poop.
Go. We'll
right.
keep rolling, but go ahead. Because I've got some stuff we can talk about.
Wait, no, go in here.
Go in here.
Yeah.
Keep the door open so.
He said, I know this sucks. Christian's taking a bathroom break.
He's taking a poopy.
Okay. I got a couple takes. It's just, if you're a top 25 team, it's not a good idea to play Alabama week 1. It's just not.
No.
But it's not for the reasons most people say. Like, not just because you're going to get beat. But it's like, normally Alabama's ranked in the top 3 going into the season, right? If you start off your season playing Alabama week 1 and you get blown out, you can look at that and go, we're just not good enough to do it this year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we played the best team in college football in week 1. We didn't even sniff them. We probably can't sniff the top 5.
Right.
There's no point in continuing the season. You know what I mean?
We got to quit now.
Exactly. It's like that kind of feeling when you get beat like that.
Now, I love a good week 1 matchup, but when you come out and lay an egg,
Yes, that's tough. And I got another take for you, which is now these 2 things kind of go hand in hand. Which is more impressive? Is it Nick Saban's success in winning national championships and the rankings and all that, or is it that the level he's able to recruit at?
The sustainable fortress he's built.
Yeah, is the recruiting more? Because you're not winning those games without the recruiting.
Right.
But is the recruiting more impressive than him going out there and coaching a team that's a top 3 team every year?
I think it's beginning to end, beginning to where we are now. The most impressive thing to me is starting from scratch, building it, and sustaining it for this long.
Yes.
It then all comes from recruiting, like
Right.
you're saying. Recruiting would be the
because coaching
anybody can coach a ball game.
Exactly. Not everybody can.
It's when you figure out recruiting is when you become an elite coach.
Yeah, not everybody can take this 18-year-old kid that's a complete stranger and say, "Hey, come play for me."
Alabama's so good right now. He doesn't have to work hard.
It's just
he works
he
so
built a
hard.
self-sustaining cycle.
All he has to do is maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep doing the simple
He did
things.
the hard work in
The process, as he calls it,
It's self-sustaining at this point.
is probably the most impressive thing. And when you look into it, and a lot of people are sitting there like, the process. Why does everybody always say that? I'm like, well, you got to think about it. It's Nick Saban's entire mentality. That's why he's where he is. And
Exactly.
Alabama's where Alabama is.
Now,
Roll Tide.
the 76ers had the same mentality, it just didn't work out. You got to have the guy to do it.
The
too.
guy.
And here's another question for you. Okay, if you look back in the 70s and the 80s and all that, the quarterbacks' numbers are significantly worse than quarterbacks today, right? Do you think what do you think the factor is? Is it scheme and just the times they were in? Or do you think it was an actual difference in physical ability?
No. It's never a difference in physical ability. I think it's
Because a lot of arguments people make
the
is
rushing
that,
yards were clearly more.
right,
Way more.
Right.
I think it's all about evolution of throwing the ball.
yeah.
That's all it is.
Because we always make a lot of people always talk
Think about it. West Coast offense.
Yeah,
Where's that come
run and
from?
gun, things
Exactly.
like spread, things like that.
So
yeah.
that's where you started seeing those small, fast guys from California.
or wherever, just throwing the
That's
ball.
where, throw and run, and they're fast. And then you got these Eastern big boys. There's just bigger people over here on the southeast side of the country. It just is that way. And so that's where you got your big mash and dash, fucking.
Right, and see, the thing was we, it's always a topic of, when the Olympics come around, we're always breaking records. Do you think humans are getting faster or stronger or bigger or better?
Yeah.
And I just kind of got to thinking, part of it is the scheme they were running, power eye, wishbone, things like that. And, now it's score points, throw the ball around.
Spread offense.
Yeah. So do you think if you took those quarterbacks from then and put them in today, they could do the same things with the scheme?
I think if they grow up.
Exactly.
learning it,
If they've learned it.
it'd
and
be
all
the
that,
same.
yeah.
It'd
So
be
you
the
think
same.
their physical ability would hold up just fine?
Yeah. Everybody's is. It's just like evolution. It's all
Now-
about evolution.
Now there is the
Nice
thing,
shit.
No, there is that thing where, there are types of training programs and diets have came a long way, and they can keep up with your electrolytes. But
I think the technology. I'm not saying the numbers would be the exact same. I think it'd be comparable.
do you,
I think.
do you think those guys, if they had this kind of technology, would have been better than what we have today?
I don't think so. I think
think so?
I think the human a human body is a human body. I think technology has the numeric value is higher today than it would have been then.
Right.
But it's all because of technology.
And
You're still going to
innovation in
see
the offense.
a lot of passing yards. You're still going to see the same amount of rushing yards, but you're going to see they may not compare exactly to the numbers today,
Right.
Because those guys weren't eating the right food 7 days a week, working out and doing the programs
Doing
they have.
the
And they were
proper
working
thing.
out, but they
left
were
the ball game on that Friday night or Saturday or whatever, and they probably worked in the lumberyard. Or
exactly.
Yeah.
They were just regular.
That was the other question is they wouldn't work in the lumberyard afterwards. Are they stronger? Are they tougher? Are
It's
they
crazy to me that entertainment itself has become this thing that keeps people that they're able to do 7 days a week at sports. That's it.
Yes.
That's all I have to worry about.
Yeah.
I mean, they go
We're-
to class, whatever, but
Where used to it was
College
you,
athletes,
You
I'm
worked your
saying.
job on the side. You
Sunday night I got a football game, and I'm playing for the Eagles. But Monday morning I'll be at the lumberyard working until Friday, and then I'm gonna work out. I'll lift lumber so I don't have to work out.
Yeah.
Saturday, I'm going to go to practice, and then Sunday, we're going to play.
You know where Larry Bird got his bad back from? His mother wanted a paved driveway instead of hiring somebody. He decided he would do it himself, and he actually hurt his back doing that.
Hate to see it.
So it kind of hindered his career.
But
That's
he got
what
his
you
mom
hate to
the
see.
driveway, so that's all that matters.
Actually, I don't know if he finished it or not. It didn't say.
Oh, if he didn't, then that's sad.
Well, you hurt his back.
Yeah, but you got to hurt your back for a reason. Don't hurt your back for a half-ass driveway. Finish that thing.
You got to fend it.
Okay. So do you want to run down the top 25?
Yeah, that was a great conversation, by the way, we just had.
I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah, you were probably. Never mind. You're doing paperwork.
Seen a man about a horse. Top 25 starting with Friday, September 10th. When's that, tomorrow? We got Coastal Carolina playing Kansas. Coastal Carolina's about to blow the doors off these sons of bitches.
Yeah.
What if Kansas
I
won?
would
26 and a half.
I kind of wanted to start at 1 and go down, but really what I want to do is just go by the times because that's the easiest way to read this
Yep.
piece of fucking paper.
Yeah.
Coastal
Oregon-
Carolina 26 and a half. It should be 53 and a half.
Uh,
I don't know if they'll score 53,
69.
but
69.
I guarantee you Kansas don't score more than 17 points.
Cover or no cover?
Cover.
They cover.
Well, they win. They won like 40 to something last week, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. They blew them out of the water.
Oregon, Ohio State.
Okay, what? Alabama's at the top here, so I'm going to leave with them.
Oh, it didn't show.
So
it didn't show that on
Alabama's
mine.
clearly going to drum Mercer.
Nah, it doesn't
I
show
hope
that on
so.
mine.
It doesn't show that on mine.
So they are. Probably because I have Alabama's notifications on and all that.
Yeah,
I do
they don't
too.
start till 3.
I do too, but.
Um,
oh, well.
yeah, Joiner don't.
That's
want you to
weird
listen
how they're
anymore.
showing up. Okay, well, Oregon and Ohio State.
It's 11 a.m. game. Oregon, Ohio State. Ohio State is favored by 14.5.
Playing in Ohio.
I don't think they cover.
I don't think they cover because Ohio State's going to come out slow at 11 a.m. Oregon's used to it. They're going to be fine. Even though it's that time difference for them, and I hope they get here early.
For them,
'Cause that's going to be fucking 8 a.m. That's 8
true.
a.m. for them.
That's true.
yeah,
So that's going to be a little bit.
yeah.
Is Ohio Central Time or Eastern?
Central, I think.
Central.
Okay, well then it's 9 a.m. for them. That's early.
Could be wrong, but I think it's Central.
It's 8 or 9 a.m. for them. That's early for a football game. 11 is too early for a football game. in my
I
opinion.
don't think they cut. I don't think Ohio State covers.
They may win by 3.
Ohio. We don't know how good Minnesota is. They weren't great last
I
year.
was gonna say that.
I remember word for word what this guy told me last night at work. So we have some military people come in to help with the hospital. We have 2. I think this guy's in the Air Force or something. I don't know. He's staff sergeant. I don't know what he is in exactly. He's a respiratory therapist. So we're standing there. He's about to leave, and he starts talking about football. Hey, this is exactly what he said. I think Oregon's going to come in there and beat Ohio State. It's a Big Ten ball game. And, anybody can lose on any given day in the Big Ten. That's what he says. I don't know where he's from, like I said. So I'm about to tell you everything he said. He goes, Oregon, they're a powerhouse. They've been a powerhouse for a long time. They spent a long time in the top 10, and they just they haven't won the national championship, but they're really good, and I feel like they're really gonna beat Ohio State.
Oregon hasn't been Oregon since Chip Kelly.
Sir.
So last week they
Marcus Mariota left, and that was the end of Oregon.
Yes.
They're number 12 right now because they're number 12 right now because they almost beat Auburn last year.
they beat Fresno State last week by 1 touchdown.
It's
Exactly.
Year before last.
So
Yeah, year before last. That's why they're ranked number 12.
Fresno
right now.
State wasn't a bad team though. They didn't look terrible. Not saying that you should only win by 7, but they weren't a bad team. Ohio State, we don't know how good Minnesota is. They weren't great last year.
I see Minnesota being better than Fresno
And
State.
and you had the referees. Of course.
Was PJ Fleck in year 4 or 3 at Minnesota?
Year 4.
This is about to be his potential like the next 2 years.
It's either going to be
This year, next year is going to be his we got to see significant improvement, or you got to go on
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah, but
Shoot
I
it
have
off
faith in
spot.
my boy. I got faith in my boy.
So
Big PJ Fleck guy over here.
and you got to think.
Bring your ass over to the blue dirt.
Referees were trying to give Ohio State that game the whole game. There's targeting penalties called back. There was multiple problems with it. I think I don't think Ohio State covers. I don't know if Oregon wins, but I don't think Ohio State covers.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game for sure. I can't wait to watch it, honestly.
Now that I've said
Oregon-
it, they'll probably win by
Oregon,
30. If I wouldn't have said anything, they would have won by 3. So
Oregon, it'd be a close game until the fourth quarter, until Oregon throws an interception or a fumble, because that's how Ohio State wins off of your mistakes. That's literally Ohio State.
Ohio
Wins
State-
close games.
Ohio State will be on their own 20 and try to throw a deep ball, and the guy will get tackled by his ankles, and they'll call targeting, and then they'll move it 15 yards down the field. Kind of like they did for LSU a couple years ago against Auburn. They called 3 pass interference calls 3 plays in a row.
All right, we got Auburn and Alabama State at Auburn.
It's gonna be a tough one.
Hey, you don't have to go look for Auburn's top 25.
They are now in the top 25 because they beat a team that has only won 1 game in 2 years.
Hey.
There's not a spread on this game.
But they won like they were supposed
There's
to.
definitely no spread.
They won like they were supposed to.
Correct. I'll say that. And I mean, hey, Auburn celebrated their new coach, this and that. That's good. Good
Look,
for Auburn.
I've been in years where we were in double overtime with
How do you
Jacksonville
feel
State.
right now? I mean, I know it's fucking
How do I feel?
Alcorn State.
So-
Akron State, whatever. Akron. Whatever.
So I liked we're throwing the ball downfield. We're throwing the ball over the middle. Bo Nix is completing passes downfield. I get like who it was against, but a lot of times it could be against the air, and he's going to overthrow by 30 yards. So I liked a lot of what I saw. Bo Nix looked a lot better,
I feel like
but we'll have to still see as the season goes.
I feel like it was the perfect game for a new head coach.
Perfect game for a new head coach, a quarterback that hasn't really been able to figure
Get
it
your
out.
fans back in it. Get everything going. Get everything rolling. Get your team some confidence because God knows they need it.
By the way,
rocking.
By the way, Big Cat Bryant wouldn't have been third string on the defense this year.
I think Auburn, whenever like that game was packed. It's
It
going to be
was.
packed again this week too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that and I think it's also a combination of fans being allowed to be back in the stadium
Right.
too.
I mean, and it made football so awesome to watch.
There were so many clips of fans singing songs
Love
and
it.
chanting,
Great.
and did you
Dude,
see
the
A&M,
FSU Notre Dame crowd was nuts.
Did
Yeah,
you
that
see
was
A&M's red, white, and blue?
No.
They had the top tier red, middle tier white,
That's
and the bottom
cool.
tier blue.
Nice.
That's
yeah,
cool.
they did because it was the anniversary of 9/11, all that good stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Or it's coming up on the anniversary of it. So, Florida, South Florida.
Florida wins.
Florida wins that.
I think they
20 and a
cover.
half. They probably cover. Middle Tennessee. The slate this week's not as good as last week, but Middle Tennessee State, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech better not lose that.
I think they cover.
Notre Dame, Toledo. Notre Dame by 17. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Now I don't know if they're going to cover. Do they know something I don't?
I'm gonna say they don't cover.
Don't peacock.
It might be the same guy that thought LSU would beat Alabama. Too.
Well, this is the
Probably.
thing. Notre Dame's going to play close games all year.
Yeah.
That's just the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
And they probably won't lose. Or they might. They will not be in the playoffs.
They're just going to hang around.
They're going to hang
Oh, yeah.
around. They may. Who they play? Did they play anybody else?
They play, I think, don't they play Cincy?
Oh, God. They're going to play Wisconsin, Cincinnati, Virginia Tech, USC, North Carolina. They have a tough fucking
Like,
schedule.
if they went out, they deserve to be there.
If they went out, they deserve it. I don't think they will.
Yeah, no.
I didn't realize
They
they were
also
playing that
play-
many top 10 or top 25 teams. That's
They
kind
also
of
play
nutty.
UNC. Yeah.
They'll probably lose a couple, but I don't see them winning out. We'll see. That
UAB
quarterback went bad.
Georgia. Georgia favored by 24. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of great games this right
It's all cupcakes.
now.
Cupcakes.
Texas, Arkansas. Texas favored by 7.
Dude, I'm going Arkansas. Nail biter.
I think Texas wins it.
I do too.
I also think Texas covers. It's a
Whoa.
7-point spread. I just skipped down to
I
trying to look
love
for a good
Where's
game.
the,
Razorback football. But you skipped
Razorback.
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
I missed that one, but
Where isn't that where game day is?
Yeah.
what?
Iowa State.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going
What's
Iowa.
the primetime game? Texas and Arkansas. That's right. That's fucking
Yeah.
dog shit.
I think Texas
I
covers.
think it'll be a good game though.
It may. I mean, Arkansas, they were a little bit of something last year, but
Oh, look, everybody was running around. Arkansas, they were a lot better last year. Only they won 3 games.
yeah.
They won 3. Should have been a fourth.
Hey,
But they won 3.
they're 1-0.
It's true. That's all
They're
matters.
1-0.
All that matters is this year. Iowa State. I
I'm
think
taking Iowa.
Ooh.
for sure.
I'm going Iowa.
Bro, they laid the D down last week. Iowa State won by like 7 or 3.
Hey, they could have started off slow.
Could have.
I got Iowa.
I'm taking Iowa though. I'm gonna fuck around and say it. I was always supposed to be good. They may fuck around to be good this year.
I
They're not
don't-
gonna be. They're not gonna be top 5 team.
Um,
They'll be top 10.
so Appalachian State and Miami. Miami's favored by 9 points.
Appalachian State has been that team to watch out for.
That's
Very
a tough
recently.
scene.
That's going to be tough. If Miami loses, they're going to have to reevaluate a lot of things.
They're starting off 0-2.
Probably canceling the season.
You played Bama, then you're playing Appalachian State, and if you start off 0-2 with that, you played opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yes.
Exactly.
I want Appalachian State to win this game.
The Oklahoma game's just not on TV. By the way, did you see that Oklahoma's playing Western Carolina? They're just not televised.
Where are you looking at that at?
On the side, it shows what channel they're on. It's not on ESPN Plus. Not on
I
shit.
don't even see
It's not on
the
ESPN
I don't
Plus.
see Oklahoma on my thing. Oh, Utah BYU, the Holy War. That's going.
The Holy War.
That's what it's called.
That's funny.
7-point spread.
Who they got picked on that one?
They got
Utah by
Utah.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Utah will be
Yeah, the
winning
Utes.
that.
The Utes.
You got
Go
Stanford,
Utes.
USC. USC might be good.
USC. Yeah,
Yeah, USC may.
I think they
probably
cover.
do something.
USC might be good.
I think they cover.
Oh yeah, I see the
Ole
Oklahoma.
Miss
game
is
now.
gonna win by 100.
You got Ole Miss. Are you looking at under top 25?
No, I'm just looking at top 25.
Okay.
Yeah, I scrolled down because it was just
Got
like
so many ads on yours.
yeah, I
He
know.
don't pay for it.
It was
Are you
just,
on ESPN Plus?
no, I don't have ESPN.
I mean ESPN.
Yeah,
I probably don't have ads because I have ESPN Plus.
maybe.
That's probably what it is.
Well, it's like I skipped past like the Bama, Mercer, but Penn State, Ball State.
You just get past the
Yeah.
Auburn game.
Well, after that, it was just kind of like I started realizing this lull of bullshit games
Yeah,
that we have
I'm
this
fucking
week.
It's
gonna be
glad
fun
we get
to
watch
watch, but-
football at 9:30 p.m. Arizona State UNLV.
And Stanford, USC.
That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah,
That'd be a good game.
if you can stay awake for it.
I can stay awake.
You gonna be sober enough?
That'll kind of wind up our top 25.
Sure will.
Also, real quick before we do player A, player B, do you remember where you were in 9/11?
Yes.
Not like I don't really remember it. My mom tells me I was in daycare and she came and picked me up.
What you got?
Kindergarten.
I don't remember what we were doing, but I remember being in kindergarten.
I remember when I started my job, a bunch of the vets were talking about it. We got into a big discussion about that, and I was like, wow. I was sitting up there by myself, and I said, I was like in a coloring book.
Yeah.
Like, I was like drawing.
Oh,
When
I
I
tell
got
people
home-
that. Guys at work, I do the same thing. I'm like, I was in preschool. And they were like, what?
I was watching Blue's Clues at house.
When I got home, I remember hearing about, seeing it on TV because my mom had it on all night. And I remember looking at it and being like, that's crazy. But I wasn't scared. I mean, I didn't know.
Do you know to be scared?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going
I
on.
kind of didn't even.
But I understood that
Something happened.
somebody flew planes, and then I realized immediately after that we were going to war.
That was
It didn't seem real to me. Like it looked.
Whenever
like
I saw Bush on TV saying we're about to go fuck them up, I got scared then, and I was like, I'm scared like the whole country's gonna blow up. And then like obviously my parents were like, just relax.
I was
We're America. We don't retreat from anybody. Okay.
I was
okay.
like just coming into being a conscious person.
Yeah,
that point.
you were
You're,
like
like, looking
4.
at your
You were probably 4, weren't you?
Yeah.
4. We were
It happened
5.
in 2001.
Yeah,
I was-
20 years from
I
now.
was,
coulda-
I
I
was
coulda-
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were 5.
I was 4.
You were 4. You were what? 3?
1.
1. Jesus. You were
2000.
1 years
I
old.
was either 1 or 2.
You're a child. You're excused.
22 now. What?
Yeah. So.
Um,
the big guys at work talk about it.
I didn't
all the
even
time.
know what
I was
fucking
just curious.
fingers were.
I was just curious, being that it's the week of 9/11. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of ceremonial stuff going
Yeah.
on since it's the 20
The
years.
Yeah, did you see
20th
it? You see
20th
all the
anniversary.
seats at the square? They're having a thing tomorrow morning for it,
That's cool.
and there's a bunch of chairs around the thing. So
Gazebo.
gazebo. That's it. That's the word.
But so yeah, rest in peace to all those that lost their life that day. Except for those fucks that stole the plane.
Simmer down.
I'm sorry.
Simmer down. Simmer down.
I'm an
don't-
American.
I don't disagree. I could see your blood pressure starting to rise.
Well,
My partner's, just coming back after having COVID and all that, and he got pissed off about something. I said, hey, calm your ass down. You motherfucker,
Throw a clot.
You gonna fucking pass out.
Throw a clock.
So, player A, player B.
I got you. All right.
I'm not looking at your pad.
Player A. Okay, so I took the player A's senior year, and I took player B's junior year. Okay. All right. Player A, senior, 13 games, 348 completions, 483 attempts, 72% completion rating, 4,491 yards, 10.1 yards per attempt, 34 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Player B. Oh yeah, player A passer rating was also 170.5. What's his passer rating?
That is nuts.
Player B, 13 games played, 269 completions, 412 attempts, 65.3% completion rating, 3,322 yards, 9-yard average, 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, with a 156.5 passer rating. Which player won the Heisman?
Nay.
No.
Okay.
I was about to say B, but you had already said no, so.
Yeah. You said A, right? Yeah. A did not win the
I'm not
Heisman.
doing what these bucks are.
So,
Player
player
A is Phillip Rivers.
This motherfucker looked over my shoulder.
I sat there and watched him do
Yeah.
it the whole
Those are
time.
nuts.
Just
Those
ruined-
numbers
He just
Just
absolutely
ruined it.
would not believe if I knew that.
Ruining it. You see my lips? See
Just
my
ruined
ruining
it.
it.
Just ruined it.
But
Okay.
who's player B?
Okay, can you player B? The year was 2004.
Oh, well, I will.
They're both obviously both quarterbacks.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know 2004, bro.
Brody,
won-
Brody Kroll.
Player B won the Heisman
In
2004.
And he was a quarterback.
Somebody on his team won the Heisman the year after.
Somebody from USC, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because Reggie Bush won 2005.
Yeah.
I don't know the quarterback's
Matt
name.
Leinart.
Matt Liner.
You know what Phillip Rivers placed in the Heisman running his senior year? 7th.
Damn.
Yep.
Those numbers are nuts.
Player
Yeah.
A, Phillip Rivers. You got it right.
Good job, Kent. Proud of you.
Looking over my
I
shoulder.
would have
and
never
shit.
guessed that
I
anyway.
did
So
not.
I would have never guessed.
knew it.
I would have never guessed Matt Liner. I mean, when you said
Yeah.
a teammate won it the next year, I knew it was Matt Liner. But
2000
before that, I would have never.
2007 and up, I could probably do a little bit better, but when you said 2004,
Phillip
Heisman,
Rivers,
yeah.
that was 2003. Matt Leinart was 2004, and he won the Heisman with almost 200 yards less passing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and one less touchdown, one less.
Somebody
interception.
balled out Phillip Rivers' year.
Crazy.
Oh,
Since he placed 7th.
yeah.
Somebody balled the fuck out.
They said who it was, and I can't remember.
Wait, what year did he play?
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Got it.
2000.
Just
My butt hurts.
You give me a moment. Hey, yeah, where are you? Excuse us.
Go to Southern Creek. You just go 3RD for 20% off your order.
yeah, you just redlined that.
Yeah, it was Jason White from Oklahoma.
Of course, Oklahoma.
So now we're moving on to stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Stocks.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, nothing bad. I guess I could go like +2. We got the rest of our house put together, like got that back door finally installed and finished up nice and pretty.
We had a good game day.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had a good game
We had the
day.
boys.
Back room,
The boys are back in town.
back room was bussing.
Yeah, it was. It was a good time.
Yeah, nothing terrible. Did you see the sinkhole beside the house?
I did.
On the road, it's
Drove
crazy.
by that this morning.
Yeah, but
That was wild one.
yeah, I'm gonna go like +2. It's solid week. We got a camera rolling. Yeah, we got a good camera. I haven't looked at it the entire time.
I've looked at it a couple times, not too many.
So I haven't got like animated and went to yelling. So
Can't wait. Can't wait for when that does happen.
you good?
I was just making it awkward. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say no movement, but that's a good thing. because I went camping, but I did get a lot of bug bites. So had fun camping, did not have fun all the bug bites. So that kind of cancels each other out.
Them damn bugs. Them damn bugs. Shit. Gosh darn bugs. Where'd y'all camp?
Huh?
Where'd y'all camp at?
Side of the river.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Side of the river. That's a good time.
All
Got
right,
out
bear.
there a little bit too late.
All right, bear fucking girls, calm your ass down.
What you got?
I'm gonna go with a +3. I had a solid weekend. Game day with the boys. Had a surprise come to me that night. That was yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Now you're married.
No,
Got the kid.
no.
Hey yo.
But
Fast forward.
I had a friend from Tennessee come down and see me. That was a good surprise I had that night.
A friend.
A friend. And but this week didn't
You're
do
losing
much.
points, brother.
Huh?
You're losing points.
But nothing crazy happened during this week. Just found out not going to the Alabama game.
Whoa.
Just found out I'm not going to the Alabama game this weekend, so that sucks.
Okay, why?
So the person I was gonna buy them off of, his dad said he was not gonna put them up on StubHub. Well, he put them up on StubHub, and somebody bought them before he could give them to me.
Hate
So
to see
now
that.
he's giving me first options to 2 weeks away to the Southern Miss game.
Oh, that'd be cool.
A better option.
That'd be cool.
I don't know what the seats look like. I think they may be the same seats because I think it's a season ticket holder. So maybe it works out and I still go to that game, but I won't be going to that game this week. Again, so
This is probably a better game anyway.
yeah,
I mean,
Southern Miss.
just to see Southern Miss and stuff like that.
I've already seen Southern Miss once already.
That
but,
sucks. I saw ULM play Alabama twice.
but it's on the 5th row.
Look, if you can rewatch Avengers over and over again, you can watch them play
Yeah.
Southern Miss again.
Yeah, I definitely can.
I watched ULM play Alabama twice, and I watched Alabama play Arkansas once.
It's not bad.
It was a good time.
So yeah, that happened. But you know what? It's whatever. Just get drunk as fuck.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love to see that.
we'll do it again.
We didn't do stocks last week, but I'm pretty sure I don't remember anything about that. So
Yeah.
this week I'm just gonna. I'll be +1.
You
I
doing
guess-
better.
Yeah, I got some things in the works. That's all I'll say about that. See, I'm +1 right now. Alabama beat the fuck out of Miami. Love to see that. Skylar Pencil eat me. Finally got the camera going. Feeling good about that. I'm in good spirits right now.
That's good.
That's good. It is good. You hit us with the ad read one more time.
Oh, I was just going to tell them to call the number.
Oh, yeah.
205-386-0889.
It'll be on the screen.
All our social media.
Is it right here or is it right there?
Let's
put it. Let's hold it up.
Other way.
right there. Right there. All of our socials will be down in the description.
Yes.
Visit SouthernCreekClothing.com. Use code 3RD for 20% off hats, shirts, koozies, stickers, tank tops, anything like that.
Pointing it out. There it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, there
up
it is.
It's up there.
So somewhere.
All the Southern Creek stuff's right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're physically pointing to it.
Yeah,
Like
he was pointing at the helmet, and I was pointing to it.
Yeah, it's backwards for you. Cause I
Okay, we're just having fun with the camera, okay? Relax.
We're new to this.
Yeah, so thanks for listening.
That's the third room.